Since we didn't finish reading the section we were in, we're going to start there again today and read until something stands out to us. Remember that if something pops out at you, pay attention to that and don't feel the need to continue on with what I have laid out. Pause the video and pray that God would speak to you through His Word and that the Spirit would enable you to listen and truly hear what God is saying. Let's read Matthew chapter 22, beginning at verse 23. That same day, the Sadducees, who say there is no resurrection, came to him with a question. "Teacher," they said, "Moses told us that if a man dies without having children, his brother must marry the widow and raise up offspring for him. Now there were 7 brothers among us. The first one married and died, and since he had no children, he left his wife to his brother. The same thing happened to the second and third brother, right on down to the 7th. Finally, the woman died. Now then, at the resurrection, whose wife will she be of the 7, since all of them were married to her?" Jesus replied, "You are in error because you do not know the Scriptures or the power of God. At the resurrection, people will neither marry nor be given in marriage. They will be like the angels in heaven. But about the resurrection of the dead, have you not read what God said to you? I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. He is not the God of the dead, but of the living." When the crowds heard this, they were astonished at his teaching. Hearing that Jesus had silenced the Sadducees, the Pharisees got together. One of them, an expert in the law, tested him with this question: "Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law?" Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart." Love the Lord your God with all your heart. That stands out. And we don't even finish the verse. This is what the Spirit is guiding us to. And so this is where we'll stop. How have you been doing with quieting your mind? It can be a struggle to try being more productive in our thinking. That's why I want us to not even be seeking out the reflective questions that we were asking last week. As good as they are, they can become mind clutter, obscuring the direction the Spirit is trying to take us. So we need to quiet our minds and just reflect on the phrase that stood out. Don't try to ask questions or analyze it or break it down or even figure out on your own why the Spirit would stop you there. Just spend some time meditating just on the phrase itself and then see if the Spirit leads you to other thoughts. Meditate for a few minutes and then close your meditation time with prayer.